10 ghost towns swallowed by nature. That satellite imagery failed to document nature does not announce its victories. It simply returns, first with grass pushing through concrete, then with roots splitting walls, then with entire forests reclaiming what was once a city. There are places on Earth where towns of thousands of people have been so completely consumed by vegetation, sand, lava, or water that even modern satellite imagery cannot resolve what lies beneath. These are not ruins, they are treasures. The world has thousands of ghost towns, but only a small category has been so thoroughly consumed by nature that they sit below the visible threshold of satellite documentation. Jungle canopy, Arctic snow, desert sand, and deep forest can render entire settlements invisible from above. This video visits 10 ghost towns and abandoned settlements that present this paradox. The places are real, documented in historical record. But satellite imagery either shows nothing, shows only the outline of what was once there, or actively misrepresents what exists on the ground. Feature D, Elocications and Key Facts 1. Pyramiden, Svalbard, Norway, Arctic. A Soviet coal mining settlement, abandoned in 1998. Population once 1,000, now a frozen time capsule. Soviet-era grand buildings. The world's northernmost Lenin statue, a cultural center, and an intact swimming pool remain perfectly preserved by Arctic cold. Satellite imagery shows only a grid of rooftops amid white. Ground reality, one of the most eerily preserved ghost towns on Earth. 2. Haotuan, Shengshan Island, China jungle, a fishing village on a remote East China island, abandoned in 2002 when its isolated location made modern life untenable. Nature reclaimed it with extraordinary speed. Within a decade, dense ivy and moss had completely covered the terraced stone houses, rendering the settlement invisible to aerial photography. A solid mass of green where a village once stood, now a photographic pilgrimage destination. 3. Kolmanskop, Namib Desert, Namibia. Sand and Diamond Rush town, abandoned in the 1950s. Grand ballrooms, hospitals, and homes now half buried under sand dunes. Satellite imagery shows a featureless desert. Only close examination reveals right-angle shapes beneath the dunes. Walking inside the houses. Sand dunes have risen to window height on some buildings. The desert reclamation is ongoing and accelerating. 4. Pripyat, Ukraine. Forest, the most famous ghost town in the world. Abandoned after the 1986 Chernobyl disaster. A Soviet showcase city of 50,000 people was abandoned overnight. Satellite imagery 40 years later shows what appears to be forest. The Chernobyl exclusion zone's trees have grown so dense that buildings are invisible from above. Without extremely high resolution, the forest has become a paradoxical wildlife sanctuary. 5. Fordlandia, Amazon, Brazil, jungle, Henry Ford's utopian rubber plantation city in the Amazon. Built in 1928, abandoned in 1945. American-style grid streets, a hospital, a water tower, and a church were simply left behind. The Amazon jungle reclaimed Fordlandia with extraordinary speed. Model T parts now lie in undergrowth. Water towers stand above the canopy, and satellite imagery shows only a slight clearing in the otherwise unbroken rainforest. 6. Krakow, Basilicata, Italy. Medieval landslide, a medieval hilltop village abandoned in 1963 following repeated landslides. Perched on a 400m crag in the Basilicata Badlands of southern Italy, its towers and stone streets are still largely intact, but so integrated into the eroded, clay-colored hillside that satellite imagery blends the ruins into the landscape. Location for several films, including The Passion of the Christ. 7. Kayakoi, Levi Sea, Turkey, Greek Exodus. A Greek community of thousands was abandoned in 1923 following the compulsory Greek-Turkish population exchange. Over 500 stone houses, churches, and fountains remain, but integrated so completely into the hillside scrub of the Fethai Valley that satellite view shows only scattered stone amid vegetation. The UNESCO-listed ghost village is sometimes called the Village of the Dead. 8. Ross Island, Andaman Islands, India, Jungle Colonel, the former British colonial administrative center of the Andamans, complete with a church, ballroom, bakery, and chief commissioner's house. Abandoned in 1942 before the Japanese invasion, the roots of enormous fig trees have cracked and consumed the buildings so completely that the structures are more root than wall. Satellite shows only dense jungle. The ruins are only visible on the ground. New V, Point San Juan Paranicratiquito, Michoacan, Mexico, lava. A village buried by the Paricatin volcano in 1944. When lava flows consumed the town over months, residents evacuating incrementally as the lava approached. The church towers still protrude from the hardened lava field, though the surrounding settlement is entirely covered. Satellite imagery shows a black lava plain. Only on the ground can you trace where the streets and houses once ran. 10. Grytviken, South Georgia Island, Antarctica. A Norwegian whaling station on the sub-Antarctic island of South Georgia. Abandoned in the 1960s when commercial whaling ended. Rusting whale processing ships, industrial machinery, and wooden buildings deteriorate under constant Antarctic weather. Satellite imagery shows small geometric shapes amid the vast sub-Antarctic wilderness. Today it hosts penguins, seals, and a small museum, plus Ernest Shackleton's grave.
The World Uncharted. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Like this video if it inspired you. Comment, where should Terra Ignota go next?